104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's Thursday, October the 12th of 2023, 6:03 a.m. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. And yes, go, Astros, go, Astros, go, Astros.
Man, the
Oh,
Astros.
my
This is the
gosh.
7th consecutive year. The Astros are the first team to reach the ALCS in 7 consecutive seasons.
Which
And
is
only
shocking.
if we do it one more
Amazing.
time, we will tie. Because it's not an MLB record. The Braves did it like for 8 years straight, back like from 90 to something. I don't know.
Not in the
1999 or something like
ALCS.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So one more next year, then we tie that record. But oh man, for the American League, we are the record holders, my friends.
Which doesn't
and
make
holy
sense.
crap, was that a stress ball?
how's that possible with the Yankees being
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
They did it
dominant?
4
You would
times in a
think
row.
for so many different years.
decades?
I saw
But
the grid
remember,
last night.
we were part of the National League for what 45 plus years.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. That's pretty awesome. It was
Oh
a
my
good
god,
night.
dude! I still could not. Last night, Eric was on Instagram Live, so I jumped on with him because he went to go walk his dog when the game was over.
Poor dog. He's
And
a
I'm so
fur
glad
dog.
you did that,
He's like,
Eric.
come
'cause I
on,
was able
man.
to get my, like.
It's still there,
Oh my
by the
God,
way.
you-
If you want to see it at producer Eric, you can watch that.
Yeah,
It's like 5 minutes long. It's
it was
fun.
fun.
I'll check it out.
Man, stressing out big time.
So now we take on the Rangers.
Ryan, did you watch it?
Parts of it, yeah, not all of it.
Texas
Eric called that.
Series.
Well, this is not the World Series.
I'll be damned. No, Hank Hill at one time. He talked about
That
how
was an all Texas Super Bowl. That will
That's
be
right.
Yep.
propane
accessories. We're going to go see the.
Hey, you ever notice that Hank Hill sounds kind of like, yeah, they all got that country sound like Luke Bryan and the guy from, what's that, Our Town? Or not Our Town. It's that
Lady
HGTV.
A?
Hometown.
Hometown.
Hometown. I'll tell you what. I got a little bit of those fixtures I got to take care of. Never really.
All I
thought it's an
know
all
is
Texas
that
series.
I cannot. One of our coworkers, me and Erica, one of our coworkers, Yoj, will usually text during baseball season in general. But I remember when we got the AL West crown, and we had the bye week, like the bye series, right? We had to just wait around to see who wins the wild card. Yoj says, Eric, man, I don't know if I'm ready for this again. I'm just gonna be exhausted because
know.
it's so stressful.
All I know is
It's
I'm
so
what
true last night.
I'm 8 games closer to getting my furniture money back.
That's right.
Come on.
You are.
That's your only motivation.
Hell yes, it's like
Getting your
$30,000 or more, maybe.
Whoa.
I think I got the double thing. I'm not sure. Maybe someone knows how it works. I forgot now. Because it was
Well, a lot
14
of
grand.
furniture.
It was
Ask your wife.
14
She
grand
took-
for the
she kept
bed
track
and
of that.
6 or 8 grand for the movie theater chairs.
Oh, my God.
So what would that be?
Well, I mean, furniture's expensive.
So I'd get that money back. Got to pay the taxes.
Oh, my God.
Okay,
You're,
but
you're like one of those people that win the lottery and they complain about winning the taxes.
Stupid California person won.
I know. Somebody in California wins the $1.73 billion. It was the second biggest jackpot in history.
Yeah, someone said I should do the commentary for the 9th inning. If we make it to the World Series, I don't know if I'll go to the game if it's here.
Uh-huh.
I just don't know if you can get the Wi-Fi to work.
Yeah.
When you got
What do you mean?
50,000
Like,
people in the stadium, everyone has their
yeah.
internet going.
It's
Everyone's
difficult, yeah.
But you did it during the World Series. Why would it
Well,
be
he
any different
taped
this
it.
time?
I
and
didn't do
posted
live though.
Yeah, he recorded it and then posted
live.
it.
Right. You recorded
This
it.
is really hard when you've got that many people trying to bounce a signal out of there.
Yeah.
It's next to impossible. Hey, Roula, I know you're broadcasting. I mean, if people don't
From the
know,
house.
you're broadcasting from the house right now, recovering from surgery.
What?
You can thank God. Remember yesterday we did closure about, this guy. He wanted to know why she ghosted, and she said, well, I came over to his apartment and he made me fish loaf with onions.
Oh, God, here we go,
Correct.
Sam.
Sam's gonna get shamed.
That's
Oh,
what.
man.
I
You're
wasn't
the
even-
first one
you
that started
know,
it.
Off the air.
But,
I wouldn't
yeah.
shame her on air.
No one
it's not
smells
shame.
that on the.
I don't smell it now.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
it went
also,
away.
no one in
Are
Houston
you having
does.
fish loaf, Sam? Is it delicious?
Yeah,
I think it is.
Try
that's
it and
exactly what I'm doing.
Is it fish loaf,
see what the whole
Sam?
thing was about?
DM me Slam Given if you want the fish loaf recipe.
Did you
I
make
will
that from
be-
scratch?
No, I bought it from Costco.
Oh.
But what is it you're eating, Sam?
An onion
For real.
patty.
It was literally little egg spinach bites that are full of protein and deliciousness. And
I think it was
Oh, wait, is it the
egg.
ones I like? Those
No.
No.
It's not the Starbucks ones.
No, not Starbucks ones, but there's a brand that I always bought it. But it doesn't smell like it doesn't have onion in it really to make it.
I think
smell like
maybe it was the
don't-
egg smell because
I didn't think it tasted super oniony, but I
They're
don't know.
seasoned.
Dude, I was
it's
obsessed with
onion.
those bites. I just haven't been to
Yeah.
Costco in so long to get them. But I mean,
Were
they're
they
these
individually
bites.
wrapped?
They're individually wrapped by twos, kind of like a Starbucks little
Oh,
package.
no, mine are individually wrapped.
Oh, okay, so it's a different one.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see Costco? Speaking of Costco, they that Premier shake you like?
Yes.
They have
what about
Premier pancakes.
it? Oh no. I'm
So
not
you can make
interested.
those little pancakes. These pancakes like 15 grams of protein.
I buy the Kodiak ones, and we still have a box of it unopened
I don't think
in my
Kodiak
pantry.
What?
The
I love
Kodiak
those. Those
protein
are Mark's and my
pancakes.
favorite.
I was thinking like I grew up with Kodiak.
Kodiak was chewing tobacco. I used to chew that.
Oh, no. These
Yeah.
are like protein. Those are good.
Yeah, it's protein
you add
waffles,
an egg in it.
protein pancakes. Which, by the way, Sam, I did not realize, but they, my time here at home, I've watched a lot of things, and on CNBC they do marathons of Shark Tank. So sometimes I'll just have the TV on that, just to see old episodes of that. Kodiak Cakes was a Shark Tank
idea.
product.
No way.
And they didn't get picked up.
Why?
They didn't get picked up.
Because it tastes
Because they're
bad.
like, well, it's a lot of
I don't think it tastes gross at all. Kev said it tasted gross.
No, I think they're great.
You want a
They're
pancake that tastes
really-
like
waffles.
pancakes aren't supposed to be healthy.
What? They taste
can't tell
like
if they're
normal
healthy. That's
pancakes.
I bring it in.
Oh, I can tell when,
Try-
when
okay,
it's a
let's
healthy
bring it in.
pancake versus a regular one.
Try
You
it
can tell.
Try it Friday. Bring it in tomorrow.
I love those
Feed us
pancakes.
Friday.
Tell, guys.
Bring a real
You
one.
cannot
Yeah.
tell.
We'll get one of those Premier ones,
Blindfolded taste
Kodiak
test.
one, and a real one.
And an Eggo. Listen, Eric, when you do that, you will
Hi.
realize that Eggo, I'm sorry to say it, compared to like a protein pancake, Eggo tastes like styrofoam peanuts from the box.
No.
Egg?
That's what
Eggos?
Eggo tastes
You put
like what
syrup
that
on it
probably would
anyway.
taste
That's
like.
Yeah.
basically you're eating the syrup.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Pretty much.
But ones if you don't eat the syrup on your pancakes, like for
I would not eat it then.
the Kodak one, I need to put chocolate chips in them.
What? What? That just takes the there
It takes
gets the
health
sugar in
out.
there.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, you still get the protein.
Well,
Yeah, I
then what's
still
the
got the
point
protein.
of what's the point?
Fill
of
you up because of protein.
Well, the chocolate chip sugar versus the syrup sugar, I bet chocolate chip sugar has less because you're using semi-sweet
So you don't
chips.
put any syrup on it? You just
Sometimes, I mean, if I'm like
Scissor?
busy and I can't just sit down for a breakfast and Mark's making it and I'm feeding like Santiago, I'll just eat my pancake with my hand.
Yeah.
But I
Not too
disagree
dry,
about
dry.
the.
They're not dry because
Oh,
they're delicious.
You could have a glass of milk with it.
Oh,
Gross.
God,
You can
give
do
them
that,
milk.
man.
Oh my god!
You can
No, I was
even
going
do
to
the
say I
dip.
disagree about the syrup thing.
Gross,
If you're
yeah.
having a really, have you ever never been to like a restaurant and had a really good like Belgian waffle? They're so fluffy and delicious.
yeah, you need syrup on it.
No, not. I'm just saying they're delicious without it. But of course, I put syrup
The
on
word
it.
cake is in it, guys. Pancake.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
It's basically breakfast.
Yeah.
Sweet breakfast is an American thing.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got other countries they don't have that.
Savory.
In
Like
other
the big
countries, if you go
beans.
to a hotel that offers you like free breakfast in their hotel, you'll be shocked at how the choices are really a lot like ham and cheeses and breads and things like that. It's not really a lot of pancakes and waffles, but they do have the little continental basket for the American tourists.
I'm hungry.
Little bran muffin in there for you.
I like when they have the machine and then you just flip it over for the waffle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You pour it in a
that's
little cup and then
Yeah.
you put it in and then you
You
wait.
flip it over.
And then it beeps and then you flip it.
Yeah, you get those free breakfasts.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they got
Those waffles are the best.
the cereals in that big clear bin where you
Oh,
open
yeah.
the thing and it.
It's kind of like the
And
serving
it's
thing at the
dry
grocery
and
store.
Stale.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the donuts are
You
old.
know, I don't know what my go-to is, but there's, how there's always an omelet station. And everyone's like, oh, I'm going to get an omelet from the guy making the omelets.
Oh yeah.
I just don't feel like waiting for it. So I'm
No.
like, let me see what else this buffet has.
Right?
Well, you just tell them,
I
and then you
agree.
go walk around, or you
Look
just
for
say the
other
line's
things.
too big.
I don't feel like it's worth it.
yeah,
I can
it's
make an
just too
omelet at
big, and then
home.
I'm
I much
no,
rather
you can't
have
make
something-
These guys are
No,
magicians.
these guys are really good.
Nah.
Where they get
You know
that
what, I
Pam
can
and they're
make
spraying
eggs.
and they're flipping it. And,
The pasta station, though, with some onions up in there.
We've had
With some
enough onions.
peppers.
I'm sorry. No more onions.
Wait,
People
onions
are going
and
to get so
pasta?
hungry now listening
Yeah,
to this
onions,
show.
peppers, and
They're
pasta. They put
Oh,
it
yeah,
all
the
like
pasta.
this.
Oh, you're talking about the pasta.
Yeah, little
part.
pasta.
Where's my breakfast? I feel like it's a Friday show, but it's only Thursday. I know. It's weird.
It's
I felt
Victory
like today was
Day.
going to be Friday. Astros win. Astros win. Yay. Astros win. Okay. By the way, the first game is on Sunday here at Minute Maid Park. I don't know the time yet, but it's a Texas. They already call it the Silver
Oh,
Boot.
and to that listener that's a big Dodgers fan, sorry.
A big Dodgers fan? Oh, Dodgers fan.
Yeah,
I
they're
was like,
big
Dodgers
Dodgers.
fan.
You know how they're big
Yeah,
Dodgers?
the Dodgers got swept.
got their
Suck
butt
on
kicked.
that.
Crazy.
Well, the team that we
Crazy.
swept.
Suck
Okay, let's see.
on that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop. Just when the writers made some headway on their strike, the actors thought, well, I think we might get there too. Nope. They have stalled the talks. And Jada Pinkett Smith reveals something late in the show yesterday. We'll talk about it today as well. We'll give you the audio of what she said that makes people even more mad that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
She's a liar.
Makes more mad that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. We're going to talk about that in Scoop next. Here's your weather for today.
Going to be gorgeous. Sunshine and a high of 84. Right now, 63 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop on 104.1 KRBE.
It's brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. If you're just waking up, oh yeah, the Astros are going to the ALCS for the 7th year in a row.
Broke a
It was
record.
so tense last night. Super tense last night.
Those are fun games to win, 3-2.
Yeah, but last night everyone was dying because Correa was on deck just waiting to get up there and blast that ball into space. You knew he was going to try and do that. Listen, just real quick before I get into the other entertainment news, Sam, I found the bleep version, but I'll have to play it through the thing unless you found it. Did you find it?
I didn't find it, no.
Okay, so let me tell you, let me set the stage for you because right now you were sleeping. You're like, it's not part of dude.
like,
I know
I'm
you
not
didn't see that end of that game because you would be losing your marbles right now, Ryan Chase. I know you'd be losing your marbles
Ryan
at the end of
joined
that game if you'd seen that crazy ending.
Ryan's the World Series joiner, which I don't, it's fine.
No. I watched. I actually saw Roula yesterday, so it was right before the game began.
That doesn't mean
Oh,
you watched
Rula,
the
we have
game.
it. We have it.
You got it?
Sweet.
Okay,
What does that
so
do with
let me set the
watching
stage.
the Astros.
No, I was going to say, I delayed her from watching. I was interrupting her.
Oh, she's like, oh, everyone duck.
It was on Fox Sports 1, so it was not ABC or Fox, right? So they let the F-bombs fly. But after they won the game and they go in the locker room to do the champagne showers, Dusty Baker comes in and somebody's going to make a speech and he's looking to see who's going to make a speech and he makes the joke like, no, I want the World Series. Like if they get to go to the World Series, he wants to make that speech. So he points out Verlander. Verlander comes over. Everyone's holding the bottles and Verlander is making like the speech about how they've won 7 times. He's dropping like probably 10 F-bombs. Even my kids are like, me and Tasso are laughing so hard because we're not going to change it. And we're like, whoa. There's an edited version here, but what's funny about it is, remember, Justin Verlander started this season as a New York Met, not a Houston Astro.
Oh, yeah.
And we got him in the trade.
This is like 2017. We got him at the last second. And what happened? Went to the World Series and won it.
So here's Justin Verlander rallying up his team after they win to go into the ALCS. Here we go.
All right, boys, this is one of those seasons, nothing went way early. We battled through injuries. Yeah. We grinded. I wasn't even here. I'm happy to be back. Yeah. 7th time. All right. Don't take that for granted. On 7, everybody pop these mother.
7.
This is pretty amazing. We got to remember because this is not going to ever happen again for anybody.
Unless we get 8.
Well, yeah, that would be
awesome.
That could happen, but I'm just saying.
That could happen for
The
us. as we're
Astros
still
are
actively
the
this
very
roster.
first team to reach the ALCS for 7 seasons.
18-year-old or 20-year-old Astros fan right now. Mm-hmm. This is all they've known.
It's all my kids have known.
Winning.
I joked with Mark. I was like, we moved here to 7 years ago.
Oh,
So it's
You're
because
good luck.
of us.
Yeah.
Anytime
Can't
we
leave now.
Anytime we advance towards this, it really makes me think of my dad. My dad, you never met a man that loved the Astros more than my father.
I never got to see him.
He never got to see him go. Not to the World Series.
Not even 2005, right?
No,
passed
he
away
died
before.
in 2004, so he never got to see this. He took us to every Astros game you could imagine when we were kids. Never got to see him, I think the closest ever was like 86, that game that went like 23 innings or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, 23 innings.
It
Holy
was
crap.
insane, yeah.
They've had a few of those.
Well, rejoice today, Astros fans. Rejoice. We won yesterday. Twins are down. On to the Rangers. It starts on Sunday, and it's going to be crazy because it's they already call it the Silver Boot Series. MLB had that ready to go. MLB Network, they had the graphics ready to
already
go.
won
The
that,
Silver
didn't we?
Boot Series. Say it again, Eric?
Didn't we win the Silver Boot already?
I don't know.
The silver boot.
Every year they fight.
So
for
here
it.
we go. Jada Pinkett Smith was doing an interview with Hoda Kotb. This came down late yesterday in the show, but here's the full audio of the interaction of where she basically says that she and Will Smith have not been together since 2016, which irritates a lot of people who are Chris Rock fans even more because Will Smith got up on stage at the Oscars and slapped Chris Rock for making fun of Jada Pinkett's bald head and saying, "Get my wife's name out of your mouth." And I was like, "You guys aren't even together anymore."
Yeah, that whole
Here's how the
Hollywood fake
conversation-
crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's how the conversation went with Hoda Kotb and Jada Pinkett Smith.
In 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Yeah,
I feel like you're a straight talker,
I am.
except you're not sometimes. So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us
Yeah.
how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out.
So it wasn't an entanglement. They were apart, and she just started dating.
And they just kept faking it, let everyone know. Like who cares? Hollywood doesn't care if you broke up or you're
No,
divorced.
nobody cares.
Yeah, it's
You know
right.
what?
Hoda Kotb-
Nowadays,
Lies! It's like you have to lie to live. You're a
One person
liability.
said Jada is still his wife, though, and mother of his children. He can still stand up for her.
You can
if you were
co-parent.
mad for that. Here's more of the conversation with Hoda Kotb where she asked about the breakup. Like, when did it break up or what caused the breakup? Here we go.
Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh, well, why it fractured, that's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
You know, I'm not going to bash them at all. It is a personal choice. It's a personal decision. If you recall, when I got divorced, Roula, I did not come out and come clean with it for well over a year on air. I mean, it was well over a year. I was ashamed.
Living in the same house?
No, we hadn't lived together in like over a year. And
So that brings up an interesting topic. Maybe we can talk about it later in the show or another, whenever we can, because everybody has a different situation. And we've definitely talked to people who wanted to divorce and couldn't because of money. Like, who still lives together because you want to be divorced, but you can't afford to get divorced? Like, we had a couple call us that they are 100% living in the house with the kids and they want to get divorced, but they can't. So they're just in the house like roommates because it's cheaper and easier on the finances.
But I think that's a bad example for the kids, though. If they grow up, thinking that is the way.
The kids were happy because they were at least it was out there. They were they knew it was over, so they're probably not fighting anymore.
But don't you think that's going to influence their view on what a relationship is supposed to be like when they're adult?
Yeah, but listen, I can't judge anybody who wants to do anything.
Yeah, you try your
when it comes
best.
to
we all
kids.
screw up kids somehow. We don't.
There's
mean
no
to.
secret magic formula.
Even when you're perfect, I remember people in college, they blame their parents for something. Like, and their parents, I'm like, they sound pretty perfect. Oh, yeah, that's the problem. They're so perfect. I'm like, man, you're reaching.
even
People
if you
just
had a
want
good
to, college
time.
kids just want to reach to get mad at their
I
parents.
think that's
or-
at any age, not just college
yeah,
kids.
but those kids,
Those
entitled
Those
D-bags.
ones.
Other breaking news overnight: the Actors Guild is still on strike, and because we already got the writers now, they've tried to make their headway with the big suits about AI and streaming and how people get paid for their creativity. The actors are also fighting for the same thing, and overnight, it looks like the studios declared that SAG and AFTRA suspended the talks because they rejected the terms offered to the Writers and Directors Guild. They didn't like the same terms. The actors say it's just not clear enough for us to sign or agree to this stuff because what you're saying the revenue share would be if you used our likeness on AI or on streams, it's just not enough for them. So they're going to still battle that out for a while.
It's a constantly evolving technology. How can you possibly sign a permanent agreement with something that's going to change in a few months?
That's not fair, but if they do scabs, then we should all go apply. Like we'll be Avengers.
You'll be the actors.
As soon as they see us act, they'll be like, "Oh,
Then I'll have my daughter.
we're
out
gonna
there
make a deal real quick because these
picketing
people
against me."
suck." We'd be so bad. It's like because we used to do that in Illinois. Unions are big.
Oh yeah.
Caterpillar's like our number one factory, and they'd have the scab in those scabs. Ooh,
But you could play with your life there.
those guys would get beat up afterwards. Their car would be flipped over.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like they'd find where you live. You don't cross the picket line.
Ford went on strike yesterday too.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm. Weren't they on strike?
They were the
that's
other
the auto workers.
Yeah, the auto workers. Some of them were in Detroit, and I think the other ones across country were like, okay, we're in on this.
That just means all the car prices are going to go up even more.
Yeah. Don't you think these big studios? I mean, my God, if you just resolved it, stop being such penny pinching cheapos.
By the way, somebody texted. They meant to attack me about something. They said Kevin.
Scotch guy.
And they go, sorry, Special K. I was driving. Meant Scotch guy.
Scotch.
Get it right.
Scotch guy.
It's bourbon guy.
Scotch
come on.
guy.
You got to come for me.
Yeah,
come for the right beverage.
Don't insult me with Scotch.
Wow,
Yeah, it tastes like
changed.
dirt.
You really changed. I remember when Eric went through such a Scotch kick. He
I like
was
Scotch
like,
at
oh,
first.
Scotch. Now it's bourbon.
Yeah.
Let me know if you're going
Burn.
through your closet of bourbons. I could update my
I
pantry.
kind of forgot that.
I have one I've been making. I've been mixing some together.
Whoa.
I even write on the bottle.
mixing
I'm like,
Scotch with bourbon?
There's Eric in his kitchen
Like
with
I
his
got,
lab
like,
coat on.
Alchemy.
wild turkey, a rare breed. I got
test
5 others
tubes.
together. Yeah, I just put it in the bottle and just shake it up a little bit and let it sit there.
Shake it up.
A blend.
Okay, well,
You're
yeah,
making a blend.
That's
I like
He
it.
was probably drinking one of those last night when the Astros won 7th year in a row, going to the ALCS. Bravo, Stros. Let's go. And speaking of the Astros and the kind of euphoria you feel when your team, goes to the next level, whatever that is, whether it's the playoffs and they got to the next round or they won the World Series, the Super Bowl, whatever. There's a very interesting correlation for those of you who are looking for love that you could feel the same euphoria just based on what's going on in baseball right now. I'll explain. We're going to go around the table next. We'll be back on the Roula and Ryan Show. Astros winning last night. Yay, Astros, 7 years in a row going to ALCS. Woo, 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 woo. And, there are a lot of people looking for love, guys. A lot of people looking for love, wishing they had love. And, imagine that euphoric feeling you feel when the first time that person that you are all about tells you, I love you.
Yeah, the oxytocin kicks in your brain, and you just get that.
Well, listen to this. In a study of which makes you happier, hearing your partner say, I love you, or watching your favorite sports team win, researchers found that the feelings of happiness last longer after your sports team wins in comparison to hearing, I love you from your partner.
But I think,
Wow.
really, you're lucky. I'm lucky. My wife loves baseball. Loves watching.
My husband
She's
loves
watched
baseball.
probably just as many games as I. We watch them together, and we have
So you
some
can say, I
wine.
love you
Say, I love you to
together
each other, and
after.
love you, and jumping around. We even gave our daughter. She sat down next to us. Abreu hit a home run. We said, you can't leave. Like, you stay there for a little bit longer. If you do, we'll give
Oh,
you
yeah, like the superstition.
Like, you get $50 to Sephora. So she's
What? You're bribing your child?
Yeah, so
gotta
she was into the game. She's like, I got $50.
But don't you think, though, I mean, as far as looking back on your life, what are you going to remember more? Your first love or your favorite team winning a championship?
About a
Well, I
championship.
don't know. I mean, we're just saying not first love. We're not talking about first love. Don't be putting words in the study.
Oh, okay.
We're just talking about love in general. So first love is different than just love. Imagine everybody, if you had 5 relationships where you said I love you to the person, you're probably going to remember the World Series feeling more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the World Series. I remember all the,
Yeah, but
the Cowboys
can't you
in the
say that you
90s,
remember
White
your
Sox.
wedding day feeling compared
yeah.
to...
And that day, though, you're so nervous and you have everyone else. You don't really get the love between you two until the honeymoon.
Well, then you remember that first day of the honeymoon. That's probably going to stick with you more than anything.
That's true.
Yeah, if you do a honeymoon.
So it was just nice.
Maybe.
I went for sick on our honeymoon. So.
Aw.
Poor thing.
Yeah, that's true. Because I remember I was there and poor Eric was by himself at the bar at his hotel because he had left us at our fun hotel and was like,
Yeah.
hey, what are you guys doing over
Yeah,
there?
it's one of those hotels-
Nikki has a fever.
That's like the movie The Heartbreak Kid with
that's what happened. There's
Ben
a
Stiller.
hotel where it was only like, what was it called, LeBlanc or something?
Yeah, LeBlanc. LeBlanc.
And it was like 21 and up or whatever, no kids allowed. So it was like adults in the pool, couples.
Oh.
I'm over there. Hey guys, what's up?
Why aren't you
Have you
back
tried?
in your room having fun?
And that's when we made that comment or that question, Eric, of who made friends on their, like who makes vacation friends and actually it sticks.
Yeah, we even
'cause you
called the
met
guy.
a
Remember?
couple.
He's from New York or some Pennsylvania or somewhere.
Yeah, whatever happened to them?
Tom or something.
Nothing.
I can't remember his name.
You lost touch with him?
He's probably divorced.
He's probably. Why would you
Oh my
say
God.
that?
I
So
don't think
positive.
their marriage is going to make it.
Eric.
So in the midst
That's
of
not
your
nice.
wedded bliss,
Savage.
you're analyzing his
kidding.
marriage.
He was a good guy.
Spotlighted you, Sam. Do you have a question?
Yeah, you got a question about a friend. Please.
Yes. Okay, I'm going through something right now with my best friend. We've been friends since 2010. We graduated. Well, we went to different high schools, but then we were roommates all throughout college. She was my maid of honor in my wedding, everything like that. I went up to Pennsylvania for Labor Day, and that was my first trip home with Santiago, my baby, and she has not met my child yet. Because she hasn't been able to come down to Texas because she lives up in Pennsylvania. She has a daughter,
She didn't see him or you when you went there?
Didn't have time?
So that's where I'm getting at.
Okay.
So she was planning on going away that weekend when I was up there because I was like, hey, I'm coming up to Pennsylvania this weekend.
She had plans.
She had plans. We were planning on meeting up that Monday, and I flew out Tuesday super early. So Tuesday was off the table. The only time that we could have met up was on that Monday. And Sunday night, Santiago got his first fever ever, and it was super traumatic. I'm up in Pennsylvania. We're not in the home, my home. We're in my parents' house.
With your own environment, all your stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. And so it was so traumatic. We thought that we were going to have to take him to urgent care. We couldn't get his fever down. I mean, this is what, a 6-month-old baby?
It's your first
with a
child.
fever.
It's scary.
Yes. It's terrifying. So obviously he was not feeling well. So Monday I texted her and I was like, I'm so sorry. I can't come to your house. She just bought a new house, wanted me to come see her house, wanted to meet the baby. I was like, I'm so sorry. I can't come to your house. Santiago is sick. She never offered to come to our house to see us, nothing like that. So we just left it go. Maybe a week goes by, and I text her, and I'm like, hey, I miss you. What's going on? No text back.
Oh.
No.
So then a couple days later, I text her again. I'm like, dude, what's going on? I miss you. Give me a life update. What's happening? She's like, I really need some space because we didn't meet up in Pennsylvania.
Oh, my God. She's being selfish. She's being totally selfish.
no.
Any real
And now
friend.
she will not respond to me. She won't pick up my phone calls. She won't.
you're
I
kidding.
could almost cry.
I'm sorry, Sam.
You're kidding.
No,
She's
how-
not being a good friend because
what the heck? Because
a
my
real
kid
friend,
was sick.
A real friend's going to understand.
Still her friend, though, Ryan.
I know, but a real friend's gonna
I know, but you're
understand.
about to attack her friends. Be
I'm
careful.
just saying,
What,
Sam did nothing wrong.
Yeah, but in her mind, what did I do wrong? I need to understand. Like I said, I could cry from this. I don't understand why she doesn't understand. Sorry. I told her it makes me so upset because this is my best friend, and now, because I couldn't come see you because my child was sick and I didn't want to leave my house, and now you're not returning my calls. You're not
Does she have children herself?
Yes.
Then she should know.
That's
How many
what
kids
I'm
does she
saying.
have, Sam?
She
How
has
old are
one.
they?
She has one that is almost 2.
She
So
should
she
get
should totally
that.
get it. She's still in that wheelhouse. Not like
That's
she
what I'm
forgot.
saying, and
She's
it's
the new
dramatic
house,
it
so
is.
she was hoping to show off her new house.
I get that, but really, you're gonna ghost me now and not respond to any of my
That's
text
weird.
messages? Nothing.
She's in the wrong.
Listen,
You
that
did
doesn't
nothing
make
wrong.
any sense, Sam, and I can't explain.
It makes me
What's
sick
going
to
on in
my
that girl's head?
stomach.
How could she get her
Yeah.
to communicate again?
How can I get her to reach out? How can I get her to understand my side on why I didn't go over because my baby was
Well,
sick?
I don't think you need to explain why you didn't go over because you already said that. What you need to tell her, even if she's not going to respond to your text,
Yeah.
is you can text her how you feel. You could just say to her, I really love you. We've been through so much, and I really feel like you're angry at me, and I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Because we didn't meet up this time that I was back home, and let it sit there and see if she doesn't respond, then it's on her. And sometimes you can't explain what switch flips on people, and it usually boils down to jealousy. I had a friend divorce, and my husband's had a friend divorce, and it's tough to have a friend divorce.
So hard.
And when you find out years later, because you do find out years later why the divorce happened, it's usually on them. It's a them problem that they will not recognize. Maybe
Have you
there's
thought
jealousy
about-
for some reason
You
there.
didn't
I
do
don't know
anything
what
wrong,
it is.
yeah.
Have you thought about texting her or messaging her and saying, okay, I understand you're upset.
I did.
What would you have had me done differently? Because my baby was sick and we were literally on our way to the hospital. Should I have just abandoned my child to come see your house?
Right, or why couldn't you have offered to come over and see us? Like I said,
You
it
would
just
say,
makes
why
me,
didn't you invite me
You
to
just
come
need
over
to talk
to
to her.
see
And
you?
I guess.
Once you call her, once you guys talk, I bet everything will
I
be
think
good.
so
You know how
too,
it is?
but
It's
it's just she's not returning my phone calls. She's not texting me.
A lot can be lost in text. Sometimes you need to speak.
So upset. Sorry, that's why. Because last night there was all these pictures of her wedding and my wedding popped up on my little time hop thing, and it's for what reason? Because my child was sick and I didn't go to your house, and now you're just cutting me off.
that sounds cool.
I'd give her a call,
She
and if
does
she
need
doesn't
to explain
answer,
herself,
then
that's
you
for
know what?
sure.
Yeah,
step
I need
aside for a
answers.
while.
Want me to try and call her?
No.
Get your own closure.
Get her own
on.
closure. I know, right? Seriously.
We could do that.
I know. Maybe
that might be
we'll
part of the
have
problem,
to.
though. Maybe she's jealous because you've had such great success.
I can't
down
imagine
here.
that, though. I can't imagine
Some people are like that.
I just don't see that. I don't know. But I appreciate your guys'
Rula
opinion.
makes a
Like
good
I said, the picture thing just like really irritated me, and that's all that's been on my mind this morning is like, what did I do wrong?
Somebody said you have
And I hope
jewels. So that's all you
I know
need.
I have jewels.
Somebody said,
I know.
Look, and I hope you can resolve it, Sam. But
Yeah.
it just hurts
It
so much
hurts
because it
so
already
bad.
changes things because
Yes.
it's made such a scratch that now you're hurt and she's hurt you so deeply. And let's say she comes around in like a month or 2 weeks or 3 months and tells you, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was going through this thing." It's just not going to be the same anymore because you have been so hurt now. So I really feel bad that that's even going on because that's the worst. Friend divorce is really a painful thing. I'm so sorry you're going through that.
Yeah.
I'll go back home and knock on that door.
Excuse me.
Be my friend.
Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it's brought to you by Duncan. We've already established. Hey, for the seventh year in a row, the Astros are advancing to the American League Championship Series. You know what? I mean, we're the first team to reach 7 consecutive wins in the ALCS. 7 consecutive years. Ever.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
American League, we own you.
Now, do you guys remember that controversy
7 years in a row
in Game 1 against the Twins where Mattress Mac was supposed to throw out the first pitch, and then he
this
wasn't,
story.
and then he blamed Mattress Firm, who is a Major League Baseball sponsor. So the official word is Major League Baseball's taking a hit on this. They're saying that it was their decision, not Mattress Firm's. They said that promotional opportunities like sponsor first pitches during the postseason are reserved for national partners. As a result, Major League Baseball independently requested a change to the first pitch. Mattress Firm was not involved in that decision.
And listen, can I just make this statement? We work in radio and we have had major sponsors that we know how that works. When you are a sponsor of something, you pay a lot of money and the game is totally different in the postseason. Look at the team that is always like Julia Morales. She's always the post-game interviewer for all the Astros. Yeah. They get cut out now for the national people. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole different game. Super Bowl, it's a whole different thing. I just think this is so weird that Mac has kind of gone on and on about this, but I will give him props on that Twins billboard he put on yesterday.
He's got to be mad. I'd be mad if if I'm there and I think I'm throwing out the first pitch and all of a sudden minutes before they're like, "Oh, you're not doing it." Yeah, you're going to be pissed.
Okay.
And nobody really watches that anyway, really. I mean,
it's not broadcast.
A lot of times they throw it and people are getting beers and you're not even paying attention.
Right.
Wait, is the first pitch
I get
broadcast?
that, but also he's a businessman.
No.
I thought he would get the whole national
he's a businessman. He's smart. Look
MLB
what he's
control
doing.
thing.
Yeah.
By doing this, he's making people mad at
the competitor.
The competitor, and they're going to spend money with him.
Yeah.
It's actually
Did you see the billboard he put out in Minneapolis? Eric, did you see it on TV last night?
A couple of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was both of our World Series rings. It says we love twins.
We love twins. Oh, nice.
We love twins
Is there
too.
a mattress back guy in Dallas? I don't remember
Dallas.
one.
No, I don't remember that. Do you?
Do they have?
I think every city has like their guy, not necessarily mattress. Like in Philly, it was the Gary Barbera Dodgeland guy. That guy's a mattress Mac of.
Did New York have the
Philly.
Wiz?
Oh yeah, nobody beats the Wiz. The guy had a little wizard outfit.
Yeah, there's always like some shticky.
I'm the Wiz. Nobody
person.
beats me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what Dallas has.
Well, go Stros, baby! It's the Silver Boot Series.
Take each other on. Hey, woo! We got this.
All right, coming up next, it's Roula and Ryan's Roses.
Yes, this is where you think that your mate might be cheating on you, and we get you the answers on 104.1 KRBE.